internet. My name is Hazel from Hazelnuttygames, and it's almost Saturday, so welcome to vlog time. It is overcast and kind of cold outside, and I'm really excited about that because we've had a couple days of really hot weather, and the fact that it's not disgustingly hot right now means I can wear my onesie again. It's so much more comfortable than everything else I own. It doesn't even fit me properly. It's great. So that is today. This week we had a couple things go down, and there's some stuff happening right now. So this morning, like 2, 3, 5 hours ago, I don't know, this morning there was a Nintendo Direct announcement from Nintendo, of course, and everybody thought it was going to be something Super Smash Bros. Related, and it wasn't. Nintendo announced a new version of the 3DS. Guess what they're calling it? It's the new 3DS. That is what it's called. New 3DS. This is the dumbest thing that they have named a product since the Wii U. Like, this is worse than when Apple decided to call the 3rd gen iPad the new iPad, because at least everybody would just call it the iPad 3 anyways. But this is just bad. It has a second joystick on the right hand side. It has extra trigger buttons, and it has a better CPU. So it's a nice upgrade. The problem that everybody has with it, aside from the fact that its name is dumb, is that because of this new CPU, Nintendo's actually designing games to take advantage of the processing power and the extra buttons, which is a great idea, except for the fact that those games that are designed for the new 3DS will not run on everybody else's 3DS. And up until this point, they've been really good about backwards compatibility. If you had just a regular DS that wasn't a 3DS, you can still play a lot of games, just without the 3D, especially now with the new DS, whatever they call that little flimsy flat one, that could play 3DS games without the 3D, and for the most part, most models of it could play most games. And I just got last year a 3DS XL, which I love to death, and it's upsetting to me. You dropped it. You dropped it. It's upsetting to me that I won't be able to play new games on my fairly new 3DS XL that is perfectly functional, so I mean, it's kind of something that you would expect in, like, mobile devices like phones and tablets, and to some extent consoles from other manufacturers, but Nintendo has been one of the best around at backwards compatibility, and it's kind of upsetting that they're ditching it at this point. Also, you need a new department of names. I don't know what you call it, but you need a new one. I'm hoping against hope because it was a Japanese Nintendo Direct. Maybe there's just some horrible translation error and it's going to have a better Western name, but oh, I doubt it. So, that happened. Last Saturday, I helped a friend move, which is not gaming related. It was just something that happened in my life. And my legs did not work properly for the next, like, 3 days because they were moving out of a place where they were up, like, 3 flights of stairs into a place where they were up 1 very steep flight of stairs. So moving furniture and belongings and boxes and whatever, just up and down and up and down. All of these stairs was quite a workout for the legs on somebody that doesn't really exercise all that much. So that was good. It was good exercise. It was fun to hang out with those people. And I didn't really get a whole lot done on Saturday, and that kind of threw the rest of my week off. So that is not the only reason, but that's one of the reasons why we didn't get a class overview this week. That and streaming every day has been pretty, not hard, but it's a lot of time. So we're going to adjust that going forward. I'll talk about that a little bit later. While we were at this moving thing, why I originally started this story was that one of the people that was helping move has a German Shepherd that is going to have puppies, and my husband and I have been discussing the possibility of getting a second pet when we move, and up until this point I've been pretty dead set on a cat. I've never had a cat before. I love cats. I think they're wonderful in every way, even if they hate me. I love cats, so I really wanted one. But the possibility of German Shepherd puppy was a really cute idea. And then I eventually, like, we talked it out, we thought it over, and we realized that it's probably not the best fit for us, but that got my mind all excited about the cat thing again. And then I looked at, like, cat profiles online and, like, the Humane Society and like, cat pictures on Reddit, and then more cat pictures on Reddit, and then whenever I open my Twitter feed, there's just cat pictures. Like, I'm sure they were always there, but they're just calling to me now. I've got a problem. In any case, if we do end up getting a cat or a dog, it won't be until at least, like, January, February-ish when our lease runs out and we move, because reasons. So, I have cat fever. Happening currently and over this weekend is PAX. PAX Prime in Seattle. I am so disgustingly jealous of everybody that's getting to go. I didn't go because of timing and money and mostly money. Staying and accommodations and tickets and all that can get fairly expensive, and it just wasn't in the cards this year. Hopefully one year I will get to go. That would be a blast, but you know, there's something to be said for being at home with some tea and a onesie and some video games. Conventions like that tend to be extremely crowded, which is something that kind of freaks me out, so it's not the worst thing ever that I'm not going, but I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm really excited to get a lot of great news out of PAX, because we need some news. So, we talked about the missed class overview. I'm sorry. There will be a new class overview this next Thursday. I will do another one this week. I'm thinking Shadow Priest. I feel like that's going to happen next. So I'm pretty excited about that, assuming that the beta stays stable. There's been some beta problems that have been stopping me from getting into it, so hopefully that clears up and we can get that out this week, but if not, I will let you guys know. On the topic of letting you guys know, I have Twitter, and I have Facebook, and all of those links are like under every video ever, and you probably know that. The thing about Facebook is that on my Facebook feed, because I don't have that many friends, because I don't like keeping a whole lot of people on my Facebook, whenever somebody posts something, it stays on my Facebook feed for like days. And I'm really paranoid about doing that to people, so I don't post to Facebook a whole lot because I'm very afraid of spamming people. But Twitter is something that seems to naturally filter a lot faster, and I'm just naturally like way more active on Twitter. Not just with video updates, but just news and conversations. It's a great way to get in touch with me and also be kept up to date on stuff that I'm thinking about or doing, or pictures or videos or streams, or why something didn't happen or what's going to happen. And we only have like 3,000, 3,500 people on this channel, but I only have like 200 or so people on Twitter. So if any of you use Twitter and you want updates, that is a great place to go to get them. Not because I want to be popular, but because I hate when I have to cancel something or when I'm going to do something and I tweet about it and I know that like most of you will never see it. So that is that. I talked last week about our new PS4 that is entered into our video game home here. We got the bundle that had Infamous, the newest Infamous game, and I tried playing that. It's got a really intriguing story and I'm really curious to find out what happens, but after about an hour of playing it, I got fairly motion sick, which was really upsetting to me because it's a third-person game. It's not even a first-person game. I don't understand why the universe doesn't want me to play it, but in any case, I haven't done any more of it. And I scoured through the PS4 catalog, and there is nothing that I want to play that I can't get on my PC. So, hopefully something comes out between now and Bloodborne, otherwise I won't really get a whole lot of use out of it, but that's okay. In YouTube news, Twitch live annotations, you might have seen them happening on videos. It might even be happening on this video. At the very beginning it says, "I'm live on Twitch, come watch me." That is supposed to, theoretically, only happen when I'm actually live on Twitch, but for the last couple days or week or so, or I actually don't know how long, it's been completely broken, and has been happening regardless of whether or not I am live on Twitch. I'm sorry for spamming you guys all with that, or for anybody that was excited to catch the live stream and then found it wasn't happening. Apologies, hopefully that gets fixed really soon. It is a known bug, it's happening to almost everybody I know that has it enabled, so hopefully that gets cleared up really soon. And I want to talk about the live stream schedules so that any of you that actually want to come out to them know when they're happening, because we've been doing a lot better at actually sticking to our schedule, but I also want to adjust the frequency of the streams, because 5 days a week has been a little bit too much, and it's been stopping me from getting as much work done on YouTube videos as I'd like to. So going forward for the time being, and I'll change the schedule up as often as necessary, but I'll try to for the most part leave it alone. So going forward for the next little bit, we're going to go from 5 days a week down to 3 days a week. We're going to do Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And those streams will still start at 4 p.m. Pacific, and they'll go until around 6 or 7, depending on when I get really hungry and start to get grumpy, because I get really, really angry if I need food. So, for the foreseeable future, for the next couple of weeks, all of those streams are going to be Dark Souls 2. I'm still working on the latest pack of DLC. Once we finish the last boss from that, which we are on right now, I'm going to go back to my Soul Level 1 run. We're just about to head to the castle, so I'm quite excited about that. We're about halfway through that. And then once I finish the Soul Level 1 run of Dark Souls 2, we're going to kind of mix it up a little bit. We might do some WoW streams. I'd love to stream some more Don't Starve. I'm going to take a day one of these days to stream some Gone Home. That was given to me, and I would love to just, it seems like a fairly short game, so maybe just like on a weekend, just sit down and do the whole game in one stream. That would be fun. But all of those things will have to wait until after we finish our Soul Level 1 run in the DLC, because I can't give up until I've done it. So, streams in Pacific time will be Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays at 4 p.m. Pacific, and they'll be about 2 hours, like 2.5 hours long each. And then we will change that schedule up and change the games once we're done Soul Level 1, but that's going to take us a couple weeks because I'm not that good. So, question time. We got one question this week. It is from Sinister Smile again. He wants to know if I would rather be a butcher or an executioner. I feel like you know me well enough to know that this is kind of an awkward question. I am one of those people, one of many people I hope, that doesn't like killing things. Not a big fan of violence. I really don't do well with gore. I can't even watch scary movies that have any amount of gore in them. Even TV shows that get gory, I can't do it. So both of those things, in the way that you intended them to be, would be horrible. But you didn't specify a butcher or executioner of what. So I've decided I would be a butcher. But I would be a butcher of daisies and dandelions, and I would chop them up into little daisy and dandelion bouquets for the fairy people. So that's what I would do. If any of you have a question that you would like answered on a Saturday vlog, just leave it as a comment on this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter if you're interested in updates and you have a Twitter. It's twitter.com/Hazelnuttygames, just like the YouTube channel, so that's where that is. Of course, there's links for all of that underneath the video. I hope you all had a wonderful week, and I hope your upcoming week and weekend is just as good. And have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!